everyone. Welcome to DE Business Lab. I'm Dr. Pam Maragliano-Muniz, Chief Editor of Dental Economics. And it wouldn't be a good day if we didn't take some time to talk about digital solutions and digital workflows. And so with me today is Lisa Aguirre. She's the Product Manager of Dental Solutions at Roland DGA. Hey, Lisa, how are you?
Good, Pam. Thank you. How are you today?
I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for joining me and having this conversation.
Wonderful. We're happy to be here today.
Awesome. Well, let's talk digital technology and how it has changed the way we practice dentistry as a whole. Where do you see the most changes in digital dental technology and why?
Interestingly enough, digital technology has come a long way over the last decade, not just for dental laboratories, but for clinicians as well. One of the perspectives I touch on often when referring to digital dental technology and workflows is the reference to digital x-rays. Some years ago, having the technology of digital dental x-rays in your office was a wow. And now it's pretty much the standard of care. And we're kind of seeing that same influx and that same trend with things like intraoral scanners and kind of doing away with the old impressions and things like that. So as materials and technology has become more predictable, more innovative, our digital workflows have become more viable and more part of an everyday solution for both clinicians and laboratories alike.
So what are clinicians and dental laboratories seeing more of in terms of change with technologies, and what are they seeing less of?
So digital dental workflows are increasing while manual workflows continue to decrease overall in both the clinical and laboratory spaces. Much of this is due to the efficiency, productivity, and rising overall operating costs that businesses are seeing today. Another big factor is that today's patients expect aesthetic, precise fitting restorations in prosthetics with little or no turnaround time, and all at a minimal cost. So if clinicians and labs are forced to be more productive in a cost-effective manner as a result, to meet the expectations and demands of today's patient base.
How do these businesses typically adapt to these changes, and what products, technologies, or materials are helping?
Well, digital workflows have, as I mentioned, have become an essential part of how clinicians and labs are able to adapt to the changing world of dentistry and the increased demands and expectations of patients today. Digital workflows provide for an affordable, precise, and predictable outcome with reduced turnaround times. Products like Roland DGA's DG-Shape 42W chairside milling solution makes same-day restoration simple and easy, has seamless integration with an open architecture system, and allows a clinician to create same-day lab quality crowns, bridges, onlays, veneers, and so much more in office. And really, there's not geared towards one towards one audience. It would be both for the beginner and the experienced users alike. And technology is being used by laboratories on the same retrospect.
So who leads this successful change? That is, do dentists usually buy something and initiate that change, or do labs? Or does it sort of occur organically?
In my opinion, I would say organically. I think a lot of it is going to have to do with the demographic and where their business is located and who they're servicing. For example, a laboratory, or rather a clinician that's has a more of a geriatric population is going to see a much higher demand for digital dentures and those type of workflows, where someone who is servicing the Generation X, they're going to see more of our traditional dental workflows, which are going to be your traditional crown and bridge, implants, things of those sorts.
So tell me about the importance of change from a business standpoint. In other words, and this is probably a loaded question, but how important is it to the dentist or the lab to be able to change with the time?
Well, like anything else, adapting with technology and providing the highest standard of care have come hand in hand over the years. That still rings true today in dentistry, more especially with the inclusion of digital workflows. Digital technology and workflows continue to expand and improve. We've seen it come a long way over the last decade in particular. Milling solutions like our own DG-Shape DWX 52 DCI with a 6-dish changer allows the possibility for 24-hour production. So what does this do for a laboratory? For example, it allows a laboratory to set it overnight and be able to mill overnight, where they're actually utilizing, which would normally be downtime and things like that. And in our ever-changing world, with everything that's gone on over the last, 18 months, almost 2 years, they've really had to adapt to a number of changes. And then also with something like a wet mill, where they're producing, fast and easy with minimal man time, eliminating kind of overtime hours and things like that in a lot of businesses, and reducing their overhead, which at the end of the day increases their ROI, giving them the ability to mill things like custom titanium abutments in-house with a solution like our AK1 abutment kit. So a lot of adapting, a lot of changing. Change adaptation is not always easy, but given the innovation of things and how materials are now so openly available and the capabilities of them, I think it's going to be something we're going to continue to see for many years to come.
I think we probably will. What about the reliability of integrating a new workflow? Is it kind of difficult? Do you think that the learning curve is pretty quick? Like, how quick does it take place for us to just kind of hit the ground running and go?
So it really depends on what you're looking to do with the technology. And normally, in speaking to someone from a laboratory or a clinician, that's normally my first question is, what's their goal? What are they looking to achieve? There's some people that they want to do something so simple as just to produce a single, which the workflow would be fairly easily integrated, even if you're a beginner and don't have any of that technology in your office today. For those that already have, I would say a wide percentage of clinicians, it's kind of an everyday thing now where they're going away with taking impressions and they're doing more intraoral scanning, whether they're sending it to their laboratory or they're milling that restoration in-house. They're already a part of the step of the way there. And it's kind of like building blocks. Over the years, we've built these blocks and we've added steps to the workflow. It's getting easier and easier when we have solutions like Roland DGA's solutions with their DWX milling line. All of our solutions are open architecture, what that means is you can use the scanner of your choice, the CAD/CAM solution of your choice, alongside our machine. So it allows you to use existing technology that you already have, that you're already comfortable, and integrate that into something else and add an extra piece to your workflow.
So it sounds with the mills and the workflows that you just described, it sounds like there's a lot of flexibility, a lot of versatility, and a lot of efficiency that we can build into our practices. Where can we get more information?
Absolutely. You can get more information at www.dgshapeamericas.com/dentist.
Awesome. Well, any final thoughts for me?
No, I thank you so much for having me here today. It's been a pleasure, Pam.
Pleasure was mine. Well, everybody, we will see you next time at DE Business Lab. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.